Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the second generation Apple TV. I can see right here. Here's the box. It's the new, very small and black Apple TV. It's been out for a while now. I have the older 60 gig, or actually 40 gig Apple TV, and I got the iPhone 4S, so I wanted to be able to take use of the over-the-air video streaming that you can do with the newer Apple devices and this second generation Apple TV. So that's why I picked this one up. So, as you see, just the box. Says some information about it, what you can do, and whatnot. Just got the plastic wrapping on it, so we'll bring it to the front. And let's start to take some of the plastic wrapping off. So, the only output on this Apple TV now is HDMI. Unlike before, it had component and HDMI. This one only has HDMI, which really isn't that big of a problem, but I am using component on the old Apple TV, so I'll have to switch over to HDMI. It has 802.11n Wi-Fi. See? Opens up like this. Here is the Apple TV itself. So let's take this off right here. It's got a nice matte finish on the bottom. Same kind of matte finish on the top. Apple TV that's nice and reflective. On the rear, let's take this stuff off. And the edges are real shiny and glossy black. Okay, so we have optical audio. We got optical audio, Ethernet, HDMI, USB, and the power. Set that down. Inside of here, we cleverly have a remote that's sideways. I always like how Apple does their packaging. Very nice. The new remote I like a lot more than the older remote. It feels better in your hand. It's a nice remote. Oops. And we have the very thin and a nice textured power cord. There it is. You can see there's no power brick attached to this. That means the adapter, or the power supply, I guess, is inside of here, which is nice. Goes from there to standard 2-prong wall outlet. And the last thing inside this very small box is the setup guide, which I will look over later. So I'll just show you the Apple TV again. So if you guys are wondering how big the Apple TV is compared to some other Apple products that you might have, to give you a comparison, here's the Apple TV next to an iPhone 4 with a black bumper on, and I believe fourth generation iPod, I believe, iPod Nano. This is the one without the camera. So let's just move this. I'll give you a side view. That's about how thick it is. It's about the same length as the Nano on both sides. Here's the iPhone 4 with the bumper on. Oops, sorry about that. So it's about twice as thick, or about probably a third as thick. iPhone is longer, both sides. Now, this Apple TV does have the same processor that is in the iPhone 4, not the 4S. It's using a A4 chip. So it's a fairly fast little box, able to handle 720p HD movies. You cannot do 1080p on these, which is weird because in the old Apple TV you can do 1080p, but you can't even save any. This has no internal storage. So the other one had a 40 gig hard drive, and even the new ones had, I think, 120 gigs. This has none, so you can't locally store any movies on here. But it's really not even a problem because I usually do streaming anyways. I don't really have any movies stored on the Apple TV right now, so not even a problem. But it is kind of a shame that this can't handle 1080p files. But it's 720p is fine, especially because it streams faster, a lot faster than 1080p, so you get your content quicker. So that's about it for my unboxing of the second generation Apple TV. Thank you. Goodbye.